What do buyers need to pay? The first thing you need to be aware of is the stamp duty. Now this can vary quite a bit depending on the value of the property that you're looking to buy. And the best way to get the exact figure is to go online and use an online stamp duty calculator where you can input the data and it will give you the exact figure of what you're liable to pay. Now most people will be buying with a mortgage and there are a few fees to note and be aware of before you enter into a mortgage agreement. Now the broker, if you are using a broker, may charge a fee for their services, which could vary from broker to broker. But the main thing to be aware of is that the mortgage lender, once you've had your offer accepted on a property, will want to come and do a valuation on behalf of the lender. Now this is usually about £300. Some lenders do charge that to the client and some lenders do soak up the cost depending on which one it is. You will also have solicitor fees. Now most solicitors work on a no sale, no fee basis and it's usually around the £1,500 mark to purchase a property. But there will be something called searches that will need to be paid for on every single transaction, which is usually around the £300 mark. So it's worth noting that that is some money that you'll need to set aside to pay out fairly early into the transaction. Now most people will want an independent surveyor to go out to the property that they're buying. And there are two different types of survey to be aware of. One is called a home buyer survey and the other is a structural survey. And it depends entirely on the type of property, the age of property, and whether or not the property has any known problems or requires any work. Now this can range anything from £500 right the way up to potentially £5,000 depending on the level of survey that you need. A structural will always give you a more detailed report. A couple of other fees to be aware of that are definitely worth doing towards the back end of the moving process are removal fees. Now this is fairly open-ended because a removal company will want to come over and assess just how much they have to move, how many vans or lorries they need and how many people they will need to move those things. So it could be quite an open-ended price range for that. And you've also got a Royal Mail redirect, which I would always recommend setting up just so that all of your mail automatically gets transferred to your new address and you don't miss any important letters. I hope you found the video today very useful. If you've got any questions or queries or you want to reach out and just discuss anything property related, then feel free to reach out to any of the Avocado partners and we'd be more than happy to help you.